Janneke, um, is yin really affecting the fascia? Well, the first thing I want to say, the whole study on the fascia is a fairly new science, as is Yin Yoga. And there are very different voices out there about the practice. Generally, when we talk about fascia or connective tissue, its main cells are fibroblasts. And the fibroblasts, their main job really is to make more fascia. They have some other jobs as well, but that's their main job. But they are not controlled by the brain. They are controlled by the mechanical loads or the lack of the loads put on them. So we need movement. In Yin Yoga, we have a lot of time because fascia reacts not like the muscle to quick stretches, but we need a little time. So imagine you're trying to get the last rest out of the ketchup bottle. So you turn it around for a while, and that gravitational pull will slowly bring the ketchup to the lid. So that's how we approach Yin Yoga. You can have very active moments in Yin Yoga, but my Yin Yoga is very restorative. I like to use a lot of pillows, a lot of support. We are slowly stressing the body, the joints, in a way the muscle and the connective tissue, very gently, very slowly. And what it will do is it gets you a better sense of body awareness, which is really, really important. So you can find those little elements a little further. But even though that the research is very, very new, we can conclude that Yin Yoga has an effect on fascia and sort of the elements out of which fascia is built to balance it a little bit out. But it's also new, so we don't necessarily know the long-term effects. I'm in movement for over 20 years, so I have seen fashions, styles, things that they said last year is wrong, now it's the great thing to do. So movement and the understanding of movement constantly changes. My approach to Yin Yoga is really, it's not necessarily for the most flexible people. Because where do you want to go? Is it really necessary to stretch you further out? So I think Yin Yoga is a very lovely practice for people who are either very stressed out and already having too much on their plate, or for people who are very, very stiff. So we can very slowly explore a greater range of motion. If you want to read up a little further on the fascia, I'm happy to add some links to this post, and then you can figure it out for yourself. Mainly, if it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, hey, all good.